top 25 flash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on last year's national champion, the Penn State Nittany Lions. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Rebels will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will have first crack at this one. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! He got a step and just dusted the field. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off.
First play, nigga.
Explosive run, set the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Rebels offense has the ball for the first time. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, Dave. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
The Rebels are in the hurry-up. Simmons, bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down.
Shit.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. They're coming off a national championship win last year, but you got to think this group of seniors isn't satisfied with stopping there.
No, they have tremendous leadership, and this coaching staff, too. That was the one priority in the offseason, fighting complacency, staying hungry to try and chase another title.
And it's hard to do, but you got new pieces and new places and new faces, which is awesome. So there's a lot of guys that haven't won that championship that want to fight for it, that are hungry, and now you mix them with some guys that have also won. It's a good recipe.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on fourth down. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. To the air, it's Simmons. Fires to the big fella. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. The Rebels will punt this one away. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Now on first down from the 43. They'll ride the hot hand, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Holden finds his man on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. There he goes.
Man, get the fuck out of here. All right.
Slippery slide, finds his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Caught near the sticks. It's Saunders. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Power football with the run. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Touchdown, Penn State! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move.
He almost blocked my kick.
Like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Odo. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He'll keep it himself. Spins away from the defender.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
The Rebels will hustle to the line.
When offenses get first downs like this, and they move the sticks, and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Snagged in the middle, it's Coleman. Uses a nifty move to work his way to the 24.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. Here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Breaks it in the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 1st down. The throw. Wide open downfield. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way. This guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. The play action fake. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing.
Score!
On all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Nevada is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Western Kentucky. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air, it's Simmons. Finds his man in the middle.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
Caught close to the marker. It's Odo. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Odom. Oh, he's got some space. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after their catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Fires to the wideout. He makes a grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. With the run on first and goal. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
A third and goal, and this defense...
No!
Stopped in the
You didn't get it, buddy.
Defense has forced him into fourth down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to...
He missed it! What a sad thing.
No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the run, it's Wallace. Got the first down. Looking for more. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Out of the gun to give to the back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up. You told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Trying play action. There's the pressure. At the 35, he's got room. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed.
Yeah, I can't hit the quarterback, and I will hit the quarterback like that.
First down
Fuck.
for the offense after that penalty. From the shotgun, they'll run it.
Nah, son. Nah.
Nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
After taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide-out level noise. Now the play fake. Pulls it in. They stop him right at the 25-yard line. That's well short of the first down. Certainly in field goal range, but let's see what they do here.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. They just keep firing. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. The screen, he can go. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole.
Oh, I didn't think you'd go for it again. I didn't think so.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Nestled just inside that right upright. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop
nigga's
at the 19.
hurt all the time, man.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they like.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They feed him again. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? On the ground, it's Lewis.
Damn.
Sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Give him 96 yards rushing now here in week 1, a solid start to this new campaign. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle and prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Got a man. It's Denmark. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
Number 29 in punt formation to kick it away.
He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Finds his man. It's Coleman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Odom. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Grab near the marker. It's Gibson. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Haas. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Rebels in the hurry up. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and more. Running wide open down the gut of the field.
All right.
And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the ball.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Wallace. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. Running back searching for a hole. He's up past the 35. And he was
nasty.
Stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, and not before. He picks up the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late will be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Dances away from the pressure, going to his left.
Shit.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. On the run, fires downfield.
What the fuck kind of throw was that?
Interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
Nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
Get your ass up, nigga.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's a one-score game lead, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's in open space downfield. He's not going to get
Nada.
Big stop for this defense on 4th down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups. Let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. 4th quarter, 2-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. The give as they work on that clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, Dave.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on... Moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Off the play fake. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Pressure coming. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Got his man
Man, get the fuck out of here.
Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Wants to pass and clock an enemy. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, guys, fourth quarter, you're trailing. You know that they're going to be throwing the ball, trying to be aggressive, trying to climb back into this one. Couldn't come up with it there on second down. Let's see what happens on third.
From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, that one fell incomplete, but they know they're only one big completion away here from getting that field goal they need so bad. They have time to get a first down, clock it, or use the sideline to stop the clock and put them in position to win this game.
Fourth down, gotta have it here. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
On the play. Second down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Catch in the middle, it's Odom. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15
How come the clock ain't running?
Play, and they've got a first down.
That's crazy.
And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
That is crazy.
On the play. Brings up second down.
And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. And with 3 seconds left, a last chance to extend the game into overtime. Never.
Yo, the clock didn't start running. It's bullshit.
So here comes our first play of overtime. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! And they score first here in overtime.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT? This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
That's reeled in. It's Garrett. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, that play right there shows me the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him quick. And as a result, they avoided the...
Touchdown, Ole Miss! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously, very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. And the Rebels are threatening in the red zone. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back on the move. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Man, you play the whole game. Now it's coming down to what? A couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football. What's your go-to play after watching this whole game develop?
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Third and goal, and you really hate to settle for a field goal with the first possession in an overtime period. Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this is why you pick defense first when you go into overtime, because I want to know exactly what I need. Nice job on third down, stopping the quarterback, getting the sack, forcing the fourth down, and probably the field goal. Offense, get ready. You know exactly what you need to do.
Splits the uprights, and now they have a 3-point lead here in OT.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Looking for a crease to the left. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. Looking for a gap. It's Martin. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the left.
Once!
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down.
Yeah, he's the player of the game.
At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now that I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team just, they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Cheating. Lies. He lies.